What's up? Welcome to Yo, That's Weird, episode 23 with my hilarious guest, Alan Massenberg.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I was a little late sending the link. I'm chronically late.
No, that's
Um,
that's normal for comedians sending links. Like I don't expect to be on time. It'd be weird if it was on time or early.
I any more like after you get to a certain point in time with comedy, you realize that unless you're running the show, and even then, sometimes
It's in our blood to not show up on time. Like that's just what it is. Like if it's not for a set, even if for a sets we show up late, so it don't matter.
Oh, and I that's actually it's funny because my regular jobs, I'm never on time, but most comedy stuff I am on time. But I have learned not to show up at the time that the show starts ever, even if you're first. Just don't do it.
It's like showing up to the house party too soon. It's like, oh, this
it's
guy's not cool.
it's quiet in there. One time I showed up way early to the first show I ever did in Brooklyn at like a art show mixed with a comedy show for Marty. Do you know Marty? Marty
I don't.
Drummond. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do. I
Okay.
do.
So he put me on up there. It was one of the first shows I ever did in Brooklyn. And it was like art all over. And then like a stage, which is like a makeshift like mic area. And I got there and they're still putting the art up, like hanging the art up on the wall, the artists and like setting up, making the punch. And I was like, oh, I didn't know this was a house party show.
They're still signing the lease. You just
There you
walk in
go.
like, where's the, where's the show?
Taking the lockbox off. Yeah, I don't know, but I have multiple reasons I'd like to start a little later. It's 9 o'clock at night when we're recording this, but because one, it's so hot lately in the summer, and I'm upstairs in like a little attic, as you can tell. It gets too hot up here. Second is my grandma for some reason. She's a night owl like me. She's like down there yelling at her cat to shut up or come with her or do whatever. Still, she just when I was setting up, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna send the link in 5 minutes," because she's like, "Let's go to bed, meow meow."
You
Like
got to
you
get that in the background. That makes for good content.
I just it'd probably be muffled, but then it's like, what is that a ghost on the track?
Get
Um
me off your show. I want to be on there. Yeah, I would love to hear that.
Good thing she can't walk upstairs anymore. I almost couldn't the other day. I've had this is a weird week for me. I've had accidents like crazy the last couple of weeks. Have anything weird happened to you like that
Like
lately?
going to the bathroom on yourself. Like what you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
lately, no.
Or like I tried to reach down and grab my plug right before we started this, and like a bottle of like castor oil that I have sitting here, it just like fell over and just spilled on the floor. The lid wasn't tightened all the way. Like good.
Yeah, I've
Just
spilled my castor oil before too. Honestly, I have.
it's like everything I touch drops, and then I fuck my back up just doing nothing, just being old.
Yeah,
And I try to bend over to every time I touch something, it drops. So I can't like bend over to pick it up. And then I'm just like ADHD rage about it.
that's your
Frustration.
body. That's your body telling you just to slow down. You know what I mean? Like time is coming now. Just slow down. Take your time. Think about things.
I totally agree with you. I kept telling myself that as I was in like severe pain all weekend, just like laying with like a heating pack. It's like I should have slowed down sooner.
You gotta live and learn. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stretch. You know what I'm saying? Before you do next, whatever you're doing, make sure you stretch first.
Stretching. You're one of the few men that has ever said that out of their mouth ever.
Now, listen, I understand. Like, you got to stretch beforehand because if you feel good beforehand, you can feel better afterwards. And think it just makes for a better time. Like, just yeah, you know,
The scientific reason is it lubricates your joints, and we all love lubrication.
bingo. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I like had to go to the chiropractor and spend money I don't have on that, and then it didn't even like all the way help. It kind of did. Went to get a massage, it didn't help. I'm just like, all right, time to die.
You just need a new back.
Give me a back transplant. I got the kidney already. Give me a back. Give me somebody's back.
They say so you need a bacchiotomy. That's what
The
you need.
doctor said I need a bacchiotomy ASAP. That used to be that you're a quote person because you just said that. Was that like your top 10 quotes when you used to quote things?
Doctor say I need a bacchiotomy. Yeah, I was thinking about that movie earlier.
I almost
So
spit take.
come on,
It's so funny. It holds up so well. It's so funny.
yeah,
I
because it's so
did
ridiculous. It's so
it.
ridiculous. Like that's why.
It's so ridiculous. I got to do the quitting scene when the guy from Ladder 15 like fired me over a comedian saying something on stage he didn't like, and I stood up for her, And I was like, fuck you, you're an asshole. And he was like, you're fired. And I got back on the mic and I was like, fuck you, you're cool. And fuck you, I'm out. It was
Should have
so
been like,
fun.
just told somebody to record that when he finished.
I know that would have been great. It was so fun because like I only it was a whole thing, but now I have Mondays free to record, so I'm doing the podcast. It's Wednesday today. That doesn't matter.
Oh,
Um,
right.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back recording. It was hard to get guests because I was requiring a story. And I don't get mad at people for that. I just wonder sometimes if you haven't had a really weird life, you're going to become a comedian and not have every part of it be comedy.
Yeah, I think that that's like a thing. Like you should be able to ask any comedian. They have like a million stories. Like weird. This is why you do this. You do this to tell your weird stories, right?
Yeah. Do you have one? No, you
Oh,
do.
oh, oh. So I didn't know. I didn't know if you wanted one
You
right.
didn't have to. I actually have some stories ready.
I have weird stories. I didn't know. You want me to tell you a story, like a weird, or like what do you?
Well, what I've done on last year's on the first 20 episodes, okay, I did someone would bring me a story, a weird story that happened to them, and then extract and extrapolate about why I think the weird thing happened or what was going on with you right before and after. And then I also pull up a story I have related to it that I looked up. So Charles Bliznick had suicidal ideation, let's just say one time, and that really got to him. So we talked about that. And then I found the weirdest suicide methods, like an article, like a listicle with the weirdest. That's one of my favorite episodes. He's so funny.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how I format it before, but then I just wanted to record again. And so I'm not requiring it. If you think of something, it's like my favorite things are weird coincidences because that happens to me all the time. um Weird, like just like psychic events that like you have no way of having the synchronicity, that kind of stuff, that where the universe is giving you like little Easter eggs in your life,
Hmm.
like thinking about when you go back on an event, something crazy. Because I've had near death experiences,
Yeah.
car crashes, like anything. I've been arrested,
Oh yeah.
all weird.
Plenty, I got plenty of cop stories. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not always weird. Sometimes they're just annoying most of the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, that's true. But
so all right. So before we did this, I told you about a social experiment I was going to do. Okay. Do you remember about TikTok? We talked about TikTok algorithms.
oh yeah, yeah. I do remember that.
Okay. So I I was thinking about it a lot, and I'm actually going to look at your page right now. I'm going to go on my
Okay.
phone and look at your TikTok right now and view it, so that you know if you get that weird notification, if you get those notifications at the top where it says this person viewed your profile, you'll
Now
see it. That
my
this pro
my page is like popping right now. It's been so many views. I can't even keep up with who. I don't. It's just
that's what I want to talk about, because you and I talked and I said like, well, you got to have a niche. And I noticed you do a background, a solid background now, and that's a very good like format. Because before you're where I was at, 300 views on some things, 1,000 views on some things, 7,500 views on some things, nothing really over like 10K ish, maybe one thing. And then all of a sudden you have been getting a lot. I saw you post a thing about TMZ. Was that true? They reached out to you? Because it's
yeah.
actually exactly what you're doing and it's kind of perfect for their format. I hope they like give you a job or
Yo,
something.
when they messaged me, I was like, yo, that makes perfect sense. Like,
Yeah, like the way you're doing this, news bites, like sound
yeah,
bites, and making fun of it, where you're kind of like expanding on the story for 30 seconds to a minute. So I'm very happy for you. So do you think that's what contributed to it? Just changing the style, making it the plain background? Because there's a big thing about TikTok about clean backgrounds. Your
mm,
background right now is good. Mine is not, because I don't have a lot of word for room for words here. But when I cut this, the black is at the top and the bottom, so I can write on the black. But I don't do my podcast for TikTok. It's just I'll put clips on there, but I have decent amount of views and I only have like 128 followers, so I'm examining your whole
yeah.
page. You have a few less followers than I do. I have 1,900, you have like 1,700, but you have 42.6 thousand likes. That's great.
How many
And
likes do you have?
oh, not that many at all, like 9,000. I'm gonna look. So on my regular page, I have, yeah, 9,300.
Okay.
Now, how long have you been doing TikTok?
Like that's the thing. Like I've had it,
Yeah,
but
I
like
have too since COVID. At COVID, I downloaded it because it was like, what's this thing? Everybody's doing it. It's another, I'm bored in the house.
yeah,
So,
that's probably when I did too. It was probably during
yeah,
COVID too. I was, but like I wasn't like using it really. I would
no.
just
Mm-mm.
shit stuff that I would like use for Instagram or somebody may put it on TikTok or something.
I
You
would
know what
be
I
like,
mean?
oh, this is kind of funny. Let me put it on there or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So you're about the same. And like, we've been doing comedy, both of us. Like, I'm almost 10 years. I know you're probably over 10 years, right? You're not?
I'd be at 9 in October.
That's where I am. I'm like nine, about to be 10. Okay. I guess you're just seem more like of a real comedian to me.
So,
It's hard to
thank you.
tell. It's hard to
Appreciate
tell sometimes how long people do things, but like I feel like they always used to say 10 years is when you find your voice. That was like the old school energy of it. And I still believe that. I still believe that.
it. I think that you're like the second person in like the last week that said they thought I was over 10 years. And I think it's because I think I found my voice.
A little
Whereas like
sooner, like maybe at
yeah,
like 5 or 6 or something.
yeah, like I kind of know what I'm talking about. Like I know it's a be about my life, my kids. Like it's kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's not like I do talk about, being black and stuff like that, but it's kind of the same pocket, I kind of, you know. So I think that's why I kind of seem more.
Yeah, you just seem like confident and like not like I can read people's energy when they're on stage and I can see immediately when someone seems nervous on
Mhm.
stage because I always wanted to be like a director. So I see like the littlest shifts in energy in people's faces
Yeah.
and like on stage when they're kind of like or like when I used to be a young comedian like race through a set like I saw somebody did that last night at Philly's Funniest just they start immediately they're just going because you're just nerves are like kicked in and they were younger comics so I'm like yeah they're just nervous I can just tell it's not going to go over well with the judges so anyway back to TikTok so yeah so I started around COVID you started on COVID so then just recently this is in the last month or so since we kind of like messaged about it I feel like you've been doing a different like formatting I'm still just doing the same stuff on
Yeah.
TikTok. Some things, like this one thing, stupid thing I did, 8,200 views. Some other stuff, 300. It's not crazy. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and my theory was because of our age, like gap where it puts us into who's viewing what maybe has something to do with who it gets pushed out to.
Yeah.
Now, I could switch formats on my regular page and just do talking head bits and see how it does for like a week. I might try it.
Yeah.
But
I think so. I think for me, like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something consistently,
yeah,
and that's what I've been doing, like quick monologue jokes. You know what I mean? One-liners. I've been doing them, but like I was consistently doing it, and also I was messing with the background too. I was having fun, like finding like different colored backgrounds to stand in front of.
yeah.
So it's like, and also like it's like psychological. Like people are gonna view you talking about Trump getting shot. You're going to get a lot of views.
You're going to get
Right?
views on like yeah hot topic on the
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
like
So
while it's relevant yeah
right. So if I open the story with that and then but I put a joke at the back end, that's the part for me. You know what I mean? So
sure and then people that like that too where you're not just sitting there reading a news headline you're making a commentary on it
mhm.
which
And
shows
yeah, I heard somebody say though they were like, it's funny. This is how we find out our news nowadays. Like just watching like
a TikTok a
yeah,
guy talking about a news story it's not even like I know somebody that was going to be a news reporter on TV it's like we don't need you grandma my grandmom's watching the news but like our generation doesn't sit around and watch the news
no,
have you watched the news at any point in the last like 3 years maybe you saw it like one day at the I don't know the store or in the auto shop. It's on the TV and you like pay attention to it. But you ever turn on like go to your TV and go ABC please, like my grandmom does, you know?
I was actually in the auto shop when they had the news on. I was like, man,
Yeah,
turn that
the
off.
the nail salon will do it. The nail salon does it. So that's like the only time sometimes, or if I'm downstairs and my grandmom's got it on and I'm just happen to be like standing there doing something. So anyway, so with TikTok, so I did a social experiment. I took a picture of myself from when I was younger. It's like a bikini picture. I have sunglasses on. I don't have as many tattoos. And I put my date of birth as 9/11/2001. So I'm
It's so
24. So I'm 24, which is my current
it's
age
so
reversed. But all right, so like you said, you actually made a good point, which is a TikTok marketing strategy. Anybody who's here for TikTok tips, um, consistency. It's like they say every day or a couple times a day. You don't need a ton of hashtags. You just need it to be like the same content over and over because people are very fast food about it. They're very consumer about it. They like it to be the same style of like because my regular TikTok doesn't do that well because I don't think TikTok's designed for comedy. It's designed for TikTok comedy, which is if
Right.
you have a character, that's all you do is just that different characters or like the guy that dresses up like the deli guy. Have you ever seen the poop deli guy?
Boop Deli. No,
His
I'm
name
not
is
on.
his name is like Nicky Kaz or something. And he does like a and I have one of these delis that I go to by my work. It's just the shitty deli, and the guy's like got like a weird upper chest area. Well, maybe we'll play one. Maybe we'll play a Nicky Cast. You might not be able to hear it. I had a problem yesterday trying to share my screen and have the sound go through. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, so yeah, there's like, people want consistency, and that's a weird thing because all right, so my page with 0 followers that I started 3 days ago. I've posted 3 times, just like about relationship type things, like a kind of half sad, half truth about dating and life. And each one has 980 views and
Each
about
one does.
everyone and like 81 likes
Hmm.
and 101 likes. That's more than I get on anything I make on my comedy page.
Really?
And there's 0 followers. I have 0 followers on this account. Is because the age range of marginal age range of people on TikTok is like probably 16 to
Yeah.
27 ish, and then there's up and down from there. But I think that's because it's just pushing it to people, and if they interact with it, it keeps pushing it to more people. And since this is very basic, and I am very hot. I put a filter on. I use filters. I don't use those on my regular page because I'm not trying to be cute while I'm doing comedy. I don't care
Okay.
about using a filter, but on these, I do something that makes my face look like a little younger. Just any of them do. They make you look like thinner or whatever.
Hmm.
And I went, well, I was kind of right. Like you're right about the consistency thing. Like if I decided to, I might do another experiment and check back with you. I'll have you back on, start doing like something every single day on my TikTok for 2 weeks. That's exactly the same. Maybe I'll go edit up 12 different stupid 15-second clips.
Or you could change the birthday, your age on your regular TikTok, right?
I don't know if that would still do it because my content is not consistent. So because your age doesn't matter at this point because you're doing this thing now where you're actually seeing you suddenly popped to hundreds of thousands of views because it's the plain background. If I just did something in front of like even though this background's not plain, if I just did every video with like my headphones and my microphone and I talked about how dating sucks and blah blah blah, I'd probably have 100,000 followers. Like the young people that I see on here that I'm like kind of like interested in some of their lives, and my For You page is totally different. The videos
See,
it shows me.
I don't know about my For You pages. I don't scroll on TikTok.
I mean, I do because I'm looking for content ideas to make fun of on my joke page
Uh,
usually. What I
okay.
do, my format is I find like trends that people are doing because that's how you jump ahead is doing trends, unless it's like your own thing that you do over and over. And the trend, I will like look at it and then just I make a joke at the end of the trend. Like I'll make a really dark joke about something that someone's doing. So I'm never looked to like go viral,
Yeah.
but I'm interested from like this weird marketing perspective and how the AI pushes your content out. And that age thing kind of proved to me. And now I'm addicted to the attention. I'm like, well, I have to post something tomorrow.
You gotta do it every day
They
now.
got to that's all these young people are all addicted to it. Like imagine like, okay, I was a MySpace girly, whatever, when that came out. Think of those people that age range on a
Yeah.
grander scale where you can have video and talk to people and people are just following you and liking your shit en masse.
Yeah.
I'd be a psycho too, I guess.
At that age, yeah, I'd be unhinged.
Unhinged. We were
Yeah.
already.
Right.
We were like
So
the first people to have social media as like those preteen adult years.
yeah, yeah. I've been on Facebook since 2006.
Yeah, I didn't get on until about 2009 because I boycotted it for a couple years. I was just depressed that there was no more MySpace, and I'm like, Facebook isn't the same. I just didn't want another social media. I really didn't. I was never like oh, I love social media person. I was on MySpace because it was just like it transitioned from like the live journal things and like I was original AOL chat room person, and then like that ended. So it was just wherever people go, wherever your friends go, and they're hanging out, posting online at. We've all been doing that for 20 or more years now, some of us.
Yeah,
And it's
that's true.
it's very weird. And I think it's creating a lot, I'm not the first person to say this, of mental issues in people because I struggle with, I have to tell myself sometimes, like, if I don't see someone or talk to them for a while and I reach out and then they don't like text back or something, I'm like, this person hates me. It's, you know what I mean? But it's meanwhile, it's like they're probably consumed with the 10 million gigabytes of fucking information on their phone. And I'm just very quick at like replying to people. It's always like, I don't know, I'm just good at it. I'm just good at replying, but some people are just not. There's too much out there and all the attention that it gives
Yeah.
you, it makes everyone feel like a celebrity.
I'm the person that's bad at responding back. Like that's me.
Most men are, don't feel bad. I like have yet to meet a man that is good forever. Some of them are very good up front. Like for 2 weeks they can talk to you every day, all the day long, and I'm not like that. I sometimes like don't have a lot of female friends because women like to chit chat on the phone a lot and yap. But I don't we are like me and my family, we were just raised not to like you talk when you're in person. I don't know. And that's kind of where I was
Go
going
ahead.
with.
So disrespect how I was raised. Go ahead. Go ahead and hear it.
No, no, I was just like we were kind of like not like I don't know, I used to like talking on the phone when I was very young, but there wasn't anything else. And then I had my first text phone was the T9. So it was like not fun to text. It was more like, hey, what are you doing? And that's it. You don't like have full blown conversations on the text line.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just feel like we were never like raised like it I like you need to communicate every single day or I'm like my mom's not like anxious like that. She was a worrier, but she was never like text me every hour on the hour when you're going out. She was like, as long as you have a cell phone, be home by midnight. I was a hippie. That's why I'm a piece of shit.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. But I don't know. But I remind myself lately with like the mental issues, like, okay, even like in my mom's generation, you didn't talk to everyone you know every single day. You probably didn't even talk to them once a week,
Yeah.
unless there wasn't like, because like even all right, the 80s, we had three phone lines in the house or something to where if three people needed to be on the phone or whatever, it's like to have this constant communication is not normal. So I think it fucks up your brain a little bit to where it's addicted to the dopamine of feeling like you have 10,000 friends online. I have 10,000 friends online with
Yeah.
my 1,900 TikTok followers, my 2,500. You know what I mean?
You know exactly where all the followers are at too. Like,
I do. I'm a marketing major. No,
yeah.
I
I understand. I definitely understand what you mean though. But I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like shoot, what's my train of thought? I
thought
forgot.
I
I was
was the high one.
oh no, I
I,
am. I always
uh,
am.
you were saying like we were talking about
What were you saying? You were saying that
the constant communication and then it like affects the way our brains are
yeah, so
wired.
so that's what I was saying. Is like I am bad at because I said that I was bad at responding, and then every man caught a stray from that, right? Because of one man saying something, right? But I want to take it back. I'm good at texting back. Like if my kids text me, I'm texting right back. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, and if I don't respond to them, I feel bad. I'm like, oh shoot, it's been 7 minutes. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I don't have kids, so I can only imagine that would be someone that I would never. I don't ignore anybody, but that's someone nobody should ignore. You're just a good dad. That's nothing having to do with a man, like a male gender.
right. So when I said I was bad at texting, it wasn't even just like bad at texting women. Like I won't text my dad back. You know what I mean? So it's like I
It's
be
just your
forgetting.
kids. Yeah, I don't know. I get it. My gay male friends are not always great at texting. I don't think it's a straight or a gay thing. I think it's specifically male brains because men, your brains are filled with something else. You can remember every baseball player's RBI or whatever from fucking the last 37 years, but can't remember to text somebody back or when somebody's birthday is. It's a brain thing. But we remember that shit. We're very conscious of, and maybe it has to do with like looking at text on screen. It could even be something as DNA hardwired as that. What do you want to say?
I'm going to say that we remember and respond to things that we feel are important to us.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's everyone does that. Everyone does that, but I just think there is I've seen all right, so as far as booking comedy shows and booking podcasts, men marginally worse at getting back. And they're always admittedly, you said it, David James has said it, Neil Wood has said it to me. A
What, that
lot
I was bad at getting back? I said
know
that?
that they themselves are. You said it to me. You said I'm bad at texting. David James has said that to me. And then it is like people are you're actually not bad. You reply right back, kind of. I don't think you're as bad as you think because there's people who for 2 weeks won't reply.
They don't care about it. I care about this. I
I
wanted to
don't
do it.
see. I don't know if that's true. If I said something like that to my therapist, I think she would hit me with the, well, not everybody has the capacity to text at the same level that you do.
Yeah,
I'm just very like, because my business is on my phone and I'm not fronting to anybody. I'm on my phone 24/7. It's in my hand. It's right here, right now. If I don't want to talk to you, I'm going to be like, please don't ever text me again. And then you won't text me and I'll leave you undelivered. If it's about booking, I always reply back because that's what I want my job to be. The only people I do ignore is my day job people
right.
because I don't
It's
give
like
a fuck because
I
I
don't care
don't
about y'all.
care.
I don't want to talk to y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all red
Yeah.
till I'm on the clock. Yeah,
Yeah. No, and but it is just funny because there's so many more people that are masculine gendered that have left me on red or on delivered and then not meanly, just like, oh my god, I genuinely forgot to reply. But there's women who do it too. It's like an ADHD thing, honestly, I think sometimes, or like a neurodivergence thing where you just like, I don't open something until I'm ready to reply. That's
yeah.
my thing. If I see my texts and I have the little green dots at the top, I'm not clicking on them because that's my only way to remember is there's a unread dot. I probably would be the same way if I like looked. The only time I do forget is if I'm driving and I look and I go, I shouldn't be driving and looking at the phone right now. And then I set it down. One of the only times but I have photographic memory. I'm cursed with it. So I like remember who texted me every day.
That's why I like when Android people text me because I can open the whole
I
message. They
love
don't
it.
even
I
know
love it.
what's going on.
I was Android for so long and it works the same way. We can't tell
Right,
one way or another. So honestly,
exactly.
best relationships gotta be Android, iPhone.
Yeah, I also
Yes.
too was an Android user for 15 years.
I was T-Mobile sidekick. Okay. And then for the longest time I would just go with whatever Google phone until I was single for a couple years after my breakup. And I was like, I'm never gonna get a boyfriend if I don't have an iPhone.
Got to upgrade. Got to
You gotta
upgrade.
it's
I had a
tough.
woman tell me one time she wouldn't talk to me because I had an Android.
I'm
Like,
not, I have a joke about it and it's true. It's true.
yeah,
People are judgy just because it's different brand. It's like it's the same thing with the consistency that they like on TikTok and they like on fast food. It's like they just like everything to be the same. If you have something different, you're weird. You're weird if you have Android. And
this
Android's functionally better
Android's really good phone, but
phone.
this woman that I wanted to talk to didn't want to talk to me for like security reasons. She wanted to be able to like see my location and like FaceTime me at any moment.
Oh,
That kind
controlling.
of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
I had one of those last year. I know. First person I ever FaceTimed in my life was I was like, he's like, do you want to FaceTime? And I'm like, I don't know.
At
Do
least he asked you. He didn't just FaceTime you out the blue. Yeah.
True. But then it was always just out of the blue after that. They try to catch you. They're the ones usually sneaking around. So they're the ones surprise FaceTiming you because
Uh,
they want you to be like not answer and be like, why didn't you answer my FaceTime? But I'm never doing anything wrong. So I always just on FaceTime with this guy. Like,
that makes sense. So it's like so they won't surprise FaceTime you. You surprise FaceTime them. I mean, add that to my repertoire.
I've examined a lot of human behavior in my years.
Pretty good
A
one.
lot of weird human behavior out here. And there's a lot of people. I think I have a thing. I talked to Satoyo about this a lot. That I think TikTok breeds narcissism in people. I think it's breeding the most narcissistic group of 20 somethings you've ever seen. And the way I know is because I've had a few younger female comics leave me on red on booking requests and never, and then I follow up and like kind of like, hey, do you always leave people on red? And they're like, Oh, blah, blah, blah. I was celebrating my birthday or like whatever corny 20-year-old excuse they wanted to give. Have you ever left someone on red on a booking request?
Somebody that asked to book me?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I am so grateful to get any request to get booked on fucking anything. That is the entitlement of some of the younger people. And I really think it has a lot to do with social media. I really
I,
do.
I can see that social media giving people the feeling that they're bigger than they are or more important than they are. I can see that, yeah. But to leave someone on red, that's like filling out an application for a job and a job calling you and you not answering. It's like, well,
Okay.
why put your name in the hat? Like,
Don't you know there's 600 other comedians out here? Okay.
that's crazy. I'm not leaving nobody that want to put me on stage.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, no, no, no.
Thank you. No, I don't think any comic I've asked that I've said that to, they're like, no. So I just see that as not wanting to work in this industry. You're just playing around. You're just fooling around. Go right ahead, fool around. You're not fooling around on my show. That's the name of it. I didn't mean to do that on purpose. Alan's done the show. It's really fun. This is not an advertisement for it, but Alan, you're hilarious. Let's see. I think I have an article here for you. Oh, wait a minute. We have like only we have 7 minutes left in this segment.
You got a time limit on your Zoom?
It's just 40 minutes. So I'll reload another one. I'll just send you another link.
That's the pre-pandemic limit. I ain't seen one of those.
Look, I'm on Medicaid. I'm
That's
in my beans era of being a comedian, my eating beans. um lore, not just because I'm half Spanish. But oh, that's funny. That's actually something I wanted to bring up. I do have an article for you. Because one time you tweeted something funny or you TikToked it. I don't remember what it was, but you said, I don't want to get a 23andMe because I don't want to find out I'm half white. Is that
oh yeah.
you say something like
I Facebooked that.
you Facebooked it?
Yeah, dog. I look, no, no lie. I had this ancestry DNA test on my dresser for over a year. Like every day, I clean up, I find it behind dresser. It's like it's still there. Like I haven't
It's
used
like it's like a pregnancy test, but worse. Like, nah, it's not, nah, I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't.
like I'm afraid that it'd be like I know I'm not like 60% white, right? I know that, but I'm afraid it's gonna be like 43% white and then like 8%
No,
black.
I wouldn't guess that much, but that's me being racist because people can come out totally dark and have a white dad, and a black mom, depending on whatever. But so what is your last name?
My last name is Massenberg.
No, I know that, but like, what is it?
Oh.
Just black? Is that the origin? American black? I don't know enough about nomenclature.
Yo, I was
I
about
thought
to
it
say
was
like
Jewish. I thought it was Jewish.
I was about to say like yo, I thought she knew my last name.
It's right on the screen, bro.
It said it right
I'm
there.
not that high. Is that just like the names are
So
so
it's
weird.
so my name Massenberg.
Yeah.
It come from like I think it's German, right, or
Okay.
like
Yeah.
something
Sure.
like that.
Okay.
But like I don't know any white Massenberg. Like I know like when I
I've
look up
never heard your name before at all, ever, black or white, Chinese, whatever.
like I know like Chinese Massenberg would be crazy.
You can marry into families. That's racist,
I don't care. So my brain went.
we stop Asian hate here.
I mean, it's Asian love. It's a
No.
Massenberg named Asian. That's family.
True. True. That's your cousin.
But
Shen
so I think
Massenberg.
like North Carolina, Virginia, like I know there's like Massenbergs that live down there because they be like friend requesting me on like Facebook and stuff.
Okay.
They want to be my cousin and get some money when I go get famous. But
Okay.
they're like, I
They
don't
do.
know like any like white Massenbergs, like, but like it's like German or whatever, and I forget what it means. I don't know, but it's like German or something like that.
That
Yeah.
that makes sense because maybe that's why I thought it was Jewish because the some Jewish were Germans or are German. Jewish isn't a race. Jewish is a religion, but the names get associated. And by marriage, like because of marriage and things, there can be. So maybe you could, maybe that DNA, maybe that's the reason you're avoiding that thing is deep down. You're like, well, my name is German. My granny's like a little bit, my granny's like half journey. So I'm journey,
Yeah.
German. I can't talk.
That sounded racist.
I know. I might
It's,
have to
you
bleep that out.
journey.
She would say something like that. She's the silent generation. No,
Look at this
uh,
journey just walking around with his pants back. Sorry.
it is. It's a new slur we just made up. We're actually making up new slurs on this podcast. You can't cancel us for that. um, no, but she's German, half German or something, and then like whatever white, and my other one's Italian, and then my dad's Puerto Rican. But nobody ever has my last name because my dad's father was killed in Puerto Rico when he was a kid over some crazy shit about like he witnessed another guy
Your dad's father
essaying
died when your dad was a kid.
when my dad was a kid, like
Okay.
5, 6 years old, and then he came here. And so then my grandpa, I didn't know this till I was older. My grandpa on that side was like my like his stepdad.
Okay.
So their last name was like Colon. So any relatives I have on like Facebook that have found me, their last name is Colon, Colon. And so like I never see anybody with my last name, especially with the A at the end. It's always an O if you see it.
Yeah.
And when I look it up, when I look my name up, when I was going to make like my Instagram or whatever, like I was just going to do my full name at first before I realized I needed to like change it. And there's like a Brazilian chick with my exact same name. So she's like a singer. So I don't know exactly what it comes from. It's like Puerto Rico is so mixed with so many different people because it's like a traveling city too, or a traveling
Yeah.
place. Like, you know what I mean? So, but what was I gonna say? That I just thought that was funny. You thought you might be like, because that's why on my sister on that side did a DNA test thing. And so we're actually like 0.8% West African or something.
Oh wow.
So it's like the opposite of what you said. You're like, I don't want to be any white. I'm like, yes, I'm a little bit black.
I'm hoping I'm hoping I'm like 88% West African.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to take the fee on the strip or whatever to figure it out. All right, look, we have what do we got? 1 minute and 35 seconds left here. All right, so I have an article about some of the weirdest things people have found out about their lineage through doing these DNA tests, and we'll go through it and like read it together.
Okay.
And then at the end, I'd like to talk about, or maybe I'll do it at the beginning, depending on weird foods you might like to eat if you're like a late night snacker like me. I like to talk about. So you want to grab a drink or whatever you got to do, take a break. I will just create a new link and send it to you an email, and we'll start back up and do another session. All right, we're back from the invisible break that we took. It was 30 seconds long.
It actually was.
It was. I literally just like swallowed a pill and was like, all right, I gotta go. I don't have to go to the bathroom. It's fine.
Wow.
um, what?
You taking ecstasy over there? What's going on?
Pop and Molly, and I'm sweating. I used to do that stuff when I was younger. When I was younger, I did some of that stuff, but no, because the kidney transplant, I don't fuck with any hard drugs anymore. On a rare
Yeah.
occasion, we'll do a little bump of K or something. Don't tell my doctors that. Anyway, all right. So I have actually had two different articles. For some reason, I pulled this one up just because I like a lot of weird science stuff and the planets especially. And I don't know if this one seems a little weird. Oh, how do I get this like weird? Okay, so we were talking about DNA and a lineage, and you said like German. I'm even a little bit German. So with that in mind, all the people that like live in the different parts of the world, you could end up, a lot of people in America could end up any type of mixed ethnicity and look a certain way because of the dominance of one versus the other. And I think it's like, all right, so we all agree, like if you're born here, you're a certain way, but you're not. If you're born in Europe, even anymore, like people immigrate and move all over to different countries. So you can't like just judge on where you're from anymore. And I found this weird article that, let me share it for anybody that watches. Um, it's not that funny. It's not a funny article. The other one's a little funnier. Um, let's see here. I don't know how this is going to look when I edit it, but we'll figure it out. Let's see here. Okay. Earth has 6 continents, not 7, radical new study claims. Have you heard this? Have you heard this theory?
I have not.
Okay, 12 hours ago. That's why I'm on top of all the science and tech stuff. Forget what you learned in elementary school geography. Earth apparently doesn't have 7 continents at all. We're taught that it's made up of Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Oceania. I was not taught that one.
Oceania, what's that?
I don't know. Is that
That's Antarctica. No, wait.
no, Antarctica's there. Did they make that one up? And now they're deleting it like Pluto, like that other constellation that was supposed to be the other zodiac sign that I'm part of that starts with an O. What is this? Did we
Yeah,
miss
no,
this? Wait a
that's
minute.
not Australia.
Oh,
Australia.
is that what
The
they
Australia
call?
one?
Is that what they call Australia now?
Wait, are we? Am I tripping? Wait, I never heard of Oceania. Hold up.
Is this website real?
Continent,
Oh,
America.
all right, we're opening this link in a new tab because now we have no idea if there's really no. That's this. What is going on here? Oceania. I have to just look up Oceania. You okay?
Is
You have kids in school. They're not coming home giving you like we have to do a project
oh,
on Oceania.
it's the United Nations
Oh,
divides
it's
Oceania.
it's what they call it in other countries, the English speaking world. Oh, my internet's a little glitchy. Can you hear me?
It's
Okay.
yeah, I can hear you.
It says it is Australia. It's what other people call Australia. We learn something new every day here. We're so insulated as Americans in English speaking countries. They call it non English speaking world calls it Oceania.
So why, if we're on English Google, is that coming up?
Why don't we all just call it that?
We should all just call it Australia because we're right.
I don't know. Oceania is kind of cool.
This sounds cool. It does. And it makes
Like,
and it's all the parts though. It's like New Zealand and all the things, all the islands and stuff, not just
wait a
Australia.
minute. What does Australia call it?
Australia, I don't know.
Because they can't be Aussies anymore if they're I
Well,
guess
see,
they
Australia.
could. I guess they could because it's like Aussie right here.
No, no, no. Australia is the
Aussie.
country.
I know
Oceania is the
the
continent.
continent. All right, thank you for stopping my high ass. All right. But they taught us it was called Australia when we were in school, right? We're that old that it was not Oceania, right?
Yeah, I never heard
That
that.
was the name of the continent. Okay, we're not wrong. We Mandela affected ourselves so bad right there.
Yeah, no, we just learned
Okay.
something right
We
now
all,
today.
everybody listening probably just learned something, except my brother. Shout out Tony. He probably knew that already. All right. So we learned it was Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Oceania slash Australia, Europe, North America, and South America.
Right.
Okay. I get it because there's what's the other part? New Zealand, isn't that like part
Yeah,
of Australia? So it's
that's
when
what I
you're
just
saying the
that's,
country
yeah.
name is Australia. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a study that suggests it's not it's only six. Detailed research in the geological process behind the breakup of Europe and North America. So when everything was Pangea or whatever, and then it broke up from earthquakes and things. Uh, the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates have not yet actually broken apart, which makes sense. Okay, so like you know how you can like the little like tip of Russia is like right next to Alaska, like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the plates under the ocean are not separated, I imagine, is what they're saying. And they're stretching and they're in the process of breaking apart. But when they drew the map lines, they were like, well, it doesn't touch right here. So we're all separate. So
Yeah.
North America and Europe can be considered one single continent rather than two distinct ones.
I can see that.
I
Like
can see it.
technically they're touching. You know what I mean? It's
Isn't
like
there like a bridge you can walk between like if you're up there in the top of Alaska and like Russia area or you whatever the top of that. I don't know.
I highly doubt they have a bridge. We're not cool with them like that. Where they would be
True, true. We were. No, all right.
no,
All
not no.
right, so let's see here. The study focused on the volcanic island of Iceland, which was understood to have formed around 60 million years ago, around the mid-Atlantic range. Let's see. It's okay. Yeah, we know how the continents were formed. Okay. So they're challenging the original ideas, these researchers, that they're arguing that Iceland, along with the Greenland, Iceland, Faroes Ridge, it sounds like something in Game of Thrones, contains geological fragments from both European and North American tectonic plates. Yeah, they're just saying the same thing over and over again. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So all right, look, I get it.
Yeah,
But
I get it.
on the from the bird's eye view, from just
Yeah,
looking down,
sure.
is water there. So we got to separate it. We got to name it something different because
The water looks like it's the edge of the boundary because we're used to it being water in the middle means that's the end of the land.
yeah,
But now that
but
we
this
have like boats and things that can go under deeper and look at like, you know, the bottom of the ocean more, like if it just comes down like a V like this where the tectonic plates meet and the volcanoes form everything, they could be touching very well at the bottom along X number of miles of coastline.
technically there's only one continent then.
That's what they're basically saying. Like I think, and then South America is the same way. It's like where it like drifts downward from us.
Yeah, there's just one big continent.
It
Technically,
was. Well, they're saying it was. People who believe
well, we
like
we believe that there was, yes,
and then it
but
like
if there's still
they said it's separated, but it, like it doesn't mean it they didn't figure out it wasn't still touching.
right. But if that's the case, though, that they're all still touching anywhere.
They're like they could be depending on the measurements when they go down, like not across the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, if we're really splitting hairs, I guess it could, but we don't know how far the ocean goes. Nobody
That's
knows
what I'm.
how far
That's what
the
I'm saying.
ocean goes.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Though it could be.
theoretically, here's the thing: there's a giant molten ball of liquid metal in the fucking like a magnet in the middle of everything that holds us all together. So, and they just recently figured that out that it's not just molten lava in there. There's a magnet ball of iron inside the middle of the earth. That was
Mhm.
another article I read. So a hard ball in the middle, and then it has like magma all around it, and then all the earth juts out from there as the vibrations in the magnet like align with the energy of gravity in the universe. It like creates the seismic waves that create different like islands and things that jut out from the ocean. um so
Hmm.
are you saying you're a flat earther?
No, no, no. I'm not saying I'm a
I
flat
am.
earther.
I am.
I'm just saying that if we're going to say that North America and Europe are touching under the ocean,
Yeah,
so it's just they're one continent. Then technically, somewhere everything's touching somewhere, so it's just one big continent.
that's one world
So we got
nation,
to. We got.
baby.
I'm down with that. No
I'm down
passport.
with
Let's go.
it. Then yo, let's go. I'm going to Europe right now. I mean, I'm going to my country.
Which one?
What you broke up when you said that?
I said which country? Germany.
Yeah, it's for one quarter of the time at least.
I'll see you there for like 20% of the
Yeah,
time.
we could go get pretzels.
Some Wiener Schnitzel. Isn't that what they eat there?
I yeah, they have there's a German restaurant I live near and it's really good. The service sucks. At every German restaurant, the service sucks so bad because Brauhaus in South Street. We were
Yeah.
doing the dating game show there at first and worst service. I almost fought the bartender the one time. She was a bitch.
I kind
She
of can't see good service at a German spot. I feel like they're supposed to be angry. Like I don't
They're angry. They were angry at me, and I was angry right back because I'm like, I'm German and Puerto Rican, bitch.
know. Right. Somebody's
Don't
getting
fuck with
stabbed.
me. Someone's getting cut, whether it's with a leg bone from a ham hock or a fucking, we don't know.
Damn.
um,
Huh?
I
Woo.
don't, I don't know where that came out of. Um,
Eating a
what,
ham hock clean off the bone. That's
yeah,
crazy.
my granny. I'm a glober. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I'm a glober. Do you know what that is?
Someone that believes the earth looks like a globe.
Exactly. Because people get mad when I start to go into this. Okay. All right. So if this is like the earth shape, it's a circle, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use this. If it was this, and this is our earth sitting in here inside of it. If this was an open circle, I should pull my ring light down because that would actually make more sense. So it's like, because, all right, go outside your house right now. Don't go outside. Go outside in your mind. Imagine that you're in your yard or on the street and you're on a piece of land surface, no matter whether it goes like this or not. We know the entire earth surface is not flat. There's mountains and bullshit.
Right.
But there's just air in the top half. And then there's water in the bottom half where the oceans are. So if the earth isn't, it could be a cube. The earth could be a cube, like the earth part of the earth could be a cube inside of a giant circle because think of a snow globe.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like the air is above us is all circle shaped. You can see the horizon when you look at the sun. So I wonder sometimes if it's there's old theories of it, different ways that older like, religious texts and things have described what I'm talking about. And they call the top part the firmament, which they imagined was glass and all sorts of different things at the top.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so if it's just air up there and the rockets go through, like, I got into an argument with my friend there because I was like, what's the ozone layer made of? He was like, it's made of the ozone.
CO2.
But that's just like gas, right?
Yeah.
That's not a hard substance that when they try to say the earth, okay, yeah, I'm not arguing that earth isn't a round shape, but the earth part in the middle that we're stuck to because of gravity could be a cube that like is inside of that circle that spins around outside of us, like the gravitron. You know what I mean? There's that
Yeah,
cage in the middle that's flat with the bars around it, and everything else is circular shaped. Just something to think about.
stuck to the walls.
Stuck to the walls.
Yeah,
You can't. You're stuck because of whatever's surface you're on. Whatever flat surface is in there, you're getting stuck to it. There's many mysteries of the world, just like we just found we're all one continent. We just it would align with that, what you just said, though. It would align that because we were all one big thing at once, and then we started to drift apart and become these separate, but like you're saying, all the way down a 10 million miles or however deep the ocean is, and then on the other side it comes back up. We don't have the seismic instruments to go that far. The further they now can go in these little vessels and stuff, they're figuring out, oh wait, we were totally wrong. Like, you
yeah.
know,
Like those guys in that one vessel,
they were
they were
wrong.
totally
They were
totally
wrong. We
wrong.
did an episode last year right when that happened, and that's one of I like that episode. I like all my episodes. But all right, so I have the other we'll round out with another article here and let's see here. This is a lot of reading on this one.
Just found out that the Earth is a cube and a circle, or
And
a
one
globe.
continent, one big continent.
Yeah,
I was gonna make a TikTok. Drew was like, "You should make a TikTok out of that," because I had like a circle shaped thing and like a yoga block that fit inside of it to really
yeah.
illustrate it. Um, He's like, "You get a million views." I'm like, that's where I'm going. So the BuzzFeed here, I wouldn't normally usually pull up a BuzzFeed article, but they rounded up a bunch of horror stories from people's DNA tests, like 23andMe. So let's see what they shared. I found my dad's biological mother this way. She said she had a baby and they took him away quickly and told her he had died. Okay, they found their grandmother. Why didn't they say
Yeah.
I found my biological grandmother? She said she had a baby and they took him away quickly and he told her he had died. My grandma has a story exactly like this.
Wow.
But she had always felt something wasn't right. So essentially, my dad had been stolen and sold to his adoptive parents. She was so lovely, and I'm so glad I found her. That's weird. That when was this?
She was
uh,
so lovely.
she was so lovely. I was given the test as a gift. I took it not thinking about my whole life was a lie. Well, I found out my mom lied about the man she told me was my dad. The real dad was in his 30s and fucking a 15-year-old. I basically found out he sleeps around and has quite a few kids. They all knew about each other, but I just found out. Also, it turns out I went to high school with my half sister and I never knew it. This is why I won't date anyone Spanish. I have no idea who is on my dad's side.
That's crazy.
I found out I had a sister this way. I've said this on a different episode because right when it happened, I was starting to do this. But I had a girl from DNA test message me and be like, "I think I'm your sister," and I did meet her recently.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did you go to high school with her?
I could very well could have. She's like right around here. She lives in South Jersey. She's like kind of from around here. But yeah, she was born in January 1981. I'm born December 1981.
Wow.
Yeah. My mother and I did our DNA test together, and then she swiftly made me her account manager and never logged back in, whatever, yada, yada, paying the fee. He looks at the dad's side, all looks normal. Walked away for about a year to come back to a bunch of messages from cousins. One of those connected to a family tree. I saw my grandfather and a lady who looked like my mother's twin sister. Found two birth records, same hospital, born in New York. Then a birth record from my mom at another hospital in New Jersey with my grandparents' name as birth parents. And that's when it hit me. My grandfather cheated on my grandmother, who was unable to have a child of her own. After the delivery of the twins, they split them up, and my mother was raised by her father. Her twin sister,
What?
also named Susan, was raised by her biological mother. This is
What?
so what?
I don't know if I believe that sounds like a movie.
You know what though? I have a friend, you actually someone in the industry in Philly, I won't say their name on here, that like found out a similar weird, like she thought her grandfather was her grandfather the whole time, and she was found out that it wasn't, and it's because they cheated with like the neighbor and had another kid, and like I don't know, whatever it was. So like their mom or their grandma, whatever. Crazy shit happens. People are crazy. This
Yeah.
story, this story keeps going on. My oldest sister was not my dad's. Turns out my mom got pregnant by this Italian guy who had just moved to the US. He died a few years later, but my dad was on his way to the Vietnam War and he figured he would probably die. So he decided he'd help out my mom by marrying her before she delivered my sister. My sister was gutted when she found out and has not spoken to any of us. Well, it's not their fault.
Like, dang, sis, I wasn't even born.
Like, yo, What, when I'm not your brother anymore? When I did my ancestry, what I found wasn't a horror story to me because it happened over a century ago. But the reason my great great grandpa left Pennsylvania for Ohio was because he had a warrant out for fornication and bastardry. He got the neighbor girl pregnant and skipped town. Also, his dad was arrested for having an affair with his boss's wife. He got fined and she went to
Like,
jail. They sold stolen goods. Well, that has nothing to do with the DNA.
oh, this person is sold stolen. Who hasn't sold stolen goods? Grow up.
We're all doing a little of that. All right. My daughter has been wanting a 23andMe. I kept putting it off. I got it for Christmas. My dad was a teenager who never knew one of them existed because she was given up for adoption. Wait a minute. I missed something here already. My daughter had been wanting a 23andMe for a while. I kept putting it off. I decided to give her one for Christmas and found out I had two half siblings. Okay. Both from her dad. That's like me. Like I have a half older half sister now. Okay. One is older than my brother. My dad was a teenager who never knew she says my dad never knew about her and she was given up for adoption. This lady just lived with her mom and her stepdad. So she had been trying to meet my dad and contacted him a few times. He refused to meet her. The other is younger than me, conceived through an affair. My dad will not admit anything. These are just a lot of cheaters in here. I will never feel the same way about my dad. Yeah, he's a liar.
Horror stories. It's just life.
This is just life. I thought it was going to be like, I found out, I don't know. I always felt like I didn't look at my dad or sister. When my sister was 38, she went on 23andMe and discovered he doesn't have our DNA. They were donor conceived. Oh, their parents hid the fact they were donor conceived. Huh. Interesting. Oh, they met the guy. He's very successful, nice, and welcoming, and they still text to this day. I will meet him eventually. I have a ton of half siblings all over the US. Do you ever see those stories about the guys that have like 400 or a million kids because they do
Yeah.
the sperm donation?
Yeah. I seen it. The one guy now, he's the owner and host of Wild 'N Out.
uh, let's see
Yeah,
here.
but I have seen that. I would never do like that. I would
The
never like
donation thing.
I would never donate my sperm because like I got strong D. If any like green eyed kids come up here trying to get some money from me or something, I'm like, nah, man, that was for that couple, it wasn't for you.
There's like a lot of guys like do it in like college when they're like down on money and
Yeah,
like don't think about that like aspect of it. They're just like, I need $50 or whatever it is. And like later you have kids somewhere, technically. That's why being a father doesn't mean like who you came out of your dick into.
who you came? Okay, okay, gotcha. Follows. Okay,
Anyway, this one's boring. It's just like, wait a minute. It's just like something about being his dad was in Alabama. He didn't know my mother was 19 when he said he did know my mother when he was 19 years old and they had been, so she just found her dad. A lot of people just finding their dad. Let's see here.
yeah, I'm not doing my DNA test. I don't want no kids popping up on me.
You don't want another finding out some weird cousin that you fucked 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Like, yo, I see
Yeah.
that you knew my mom 15 years ago. Nah, I'm cool. I don't want that.
Yeah, so this lady, 4 years ago, at the request of my daughter, I took the ancestry test. She was building a family tree for her sons. We came to find out that she was not, in fact, my biological daughter, and my three grandsons were not my grandsons. It turns out that the woman I married, oh, this is a guy. The woman I married 47 years previously and divorced 2.5 years later was knowingly carrying another man's child. It matters not, whatever. So this guy got cheated on, and the wife lied and had the kids and was like, "Yep, it's your baby," and just
That's so crazy.
that's wild.
Yeah, man. Women are terrible people.
I don't disagree sometimes. I found out when I was 53 that the man I thought was my biological father is not. I kind of always subconsciously knew it. Let's see here. She doesn't look like any of her siblings. I'm kind of happy I did not find this out when I was younger. Whatever. She just another one. I found out it's not my biological father. I don't know. Some like the stepdads are stepping up in these stories. What we're learning is the men out here dating the single baby mamas are really stepping up in life and raising a lot of motherfucking kids that aren't theirs without and thinking it's theirs sometimes still. Because you meet them when the chick is pregnant. That's why you shouldn't fuck pregnant chicks. Stop fucking pregnant chicks. Okay, guys? Don't
Yeah, I
pretend
know.
it's your daughter. Don't pretend to anyone just say I'm your stepdad or whatever. I'm your mom's husband. I will take care of you and love you. You don't have to be like, call me dad. I'm your dad and live the lie. That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. People don't know. I had my how do I had a I guess she's my ex sister. I call her my sister still, but she turned out to not be my sister. But my dad got a DNA test, and she wasn't his.
I,
But like, yeah,
it's crazy. It's really crazy. People are just love fucking other people that they're not married to. I would give anything to be married and like be in a relationship, but it's like I don't know because then I don't need someone being like, "Hey, I'm having a kid with somebody else."
that's what
And
you got to give. You want marriage? You got to be okay.
I
With
actually
your
don't care because I can't have my own kids. So then I'll be like, "Fine, bring them over. Let's take them to the Sesame Place." I don't get that experience like most women.
you got to put that on your dating profile. You got to put that. Listen, I'm open to you having kids with somebody else. You know.
Yeah, like I'll put the open to kids and then with someone else. I
Right.
have to be. Let's see here. Someone's husband here took a DNA test and had a close match of a first cousin, maybe a sibling. Turns out his father was a piece of shit. He R-worded the roommate of his girlfriend at the time and then just disappeared from both their lives, leaving the roommate pregnant. Yikes. Child of sexual assault here. My husband's half sister is not one of their father to know she exists. Yikes. I would not either.
When you say R worded, I thought you
I
was talking
know.
about.
That's not the R word. This is the one I don't like
Yeah,
saying.
I had to read it. I was like, it's not making sense. The R worded the
Yeah.
roommate doesn't. I don't get it. How
That's
does mentally?
I
I was like,
know.
oh,
No. I yeah, it's a painful word to say sometimes.
yeah.
So and YouTube. You never know what YouTube's gonna kick me for. Um, let's see here. Mother of my supposed child informed me I was not the father of the child, that she had me raised without her. Wow. Left him with the children and had them raised, and then it was not her kid.
Dang.
That's insane. How as a woman can you do that? But narcissists can do anything. They don't have any remorse. They don't care about kids. They don't care about shit. All right. My dad gave me some money for my 42nd birthday. I've always wanted to find out exactly what my ethnicity was. This is right up your alley. At 42 years old, I found out that the man I thought was my dad my whole life was not my biological father. I've never been more shocked in my life. I cried for days. I tried to talk to my mom, was met with no answers. I did my own research, shocked her with who I thought my biological father was. The look on her face was all the proof. Like she must have looked on Facebook and been like, "Is this him?" Blood doesn't make you family. Yeah, I just said that. Okay, I wanted to know what ethnicity they were.
You gotta. It doesn't say. Is that a picture of him?
Maybe, yeah, because it's right underneath of it. Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
he's pretty tan and she's not.
That's white.
Uh, let's see here. This lady, someone's mom at 60 years old, reached out explaining he'd gotten his unsealed birth certificate and they had the same mom. Unfortunately, the father was unidentified. The mom did the detective work, born at the same hospital, lived in the same area, which triggered a memory of her mom being pregnant when my mom was about 5. Then my mom said, "My mom didn't come home with a baby. She told me he died." Wait a minute. What? Let's My mom didn't come up with a baby. She told me he died. Let's just say finding out about this was the only beginning. My nana put him up for adoption because he was African American. Oh no, racist. And her husband was not. My mom confronted my nana and said she denied even remembering being pregnant and giving birth to him. Well, she and her half brother took a 23andMe, and my mom learned her biological father was not the man she believed her whole life to be, and that she was not German but Asian. Yet again,
What?
Nana denies it and says she doesn't remember. The man my mom thought was her father died 25 years ago, and her stepmom died weeks before learning this. This is a saga.
Insane.
German, not German, but Asian.
How
I
do you
always
how you don't know? I don't know. I don't want to be racist, but
look, you might be German and Asian for all you know. I always knew I was adopted, but didn't know any details. After my parents died, I decided to take an ancestry test, found out who my birth parents were. Birth mother is still living. She told me she didn't know the birth father's name. She said he must have been in one of the group of men that sexually assaulted her in a park. God damn, she got a rape train run on her. And then that's who you're. Good Lord.
yeah, especially for adoption.
Yikes. Grew up as an only child. My son did 23andMe and called me to inquire about two names that matched him. The dates of birth were closer to my birth than his date of birth. Did a DNA test and matched to my son and to the others. Digging further, I finally asked my elderly mom. She confessed to an affair while married. Now I have three sisters and two brothers from two other women. Our biological dad was busy while married outside the marriage. No, while married and outside the marriage. Took several months to get my head wrapped around having siblings. Great, whatever. Met my three sisters from two different mothers. Okay, whatever. Let's see if there's any other good ones in here. This lady's been getting around. I took a DNA test to find out more about why my family history and roots. When I got my results, family members that I grew up knowing as full blood family turned out to be only half related. As I dug in, I found out my maternal grandmother had 9 kids with at least 5 different men. 3 of the kids were given away, and 2 only came into care after the father unexpectedly died. Seeing this jungle, I turned to my father's side. I was closely matched with people that I had never heard of. Turns out the man my father knew as his dad was not his dad after all. My paternal grandmother had 5 kids. Oh, it's the same story again. My dad didn't accept this given my mother's side. He questioned if I was even his, though I was matched to his family on his mom's side. He took his own test and confirmed that I am his and his dad was not his biological dad. My God, a lot of these are just people. I don't think we have time to get through all these. I'm going to post the link in the description. I'm going to see if there's any other good ones down here hanging out. Yeah, a lot of these are just like
Hanging out.
weird. A lot of these are just weird. Like, oh, here, this is why I'm not going to take one, right? I took an ancestry DNA test on a whim. I learned at 50 years old that I am not Puerto Rican, like I thought. I have 8 siblings, and my biological father died before I could meet him. That might be me. I might just be
Was you?
German.
You're the non-supposed.
I might just be German. I don't know. um, yeah, it's a lot of just my dad's not my dad. My dad's not my dad.
Yep.
Not of what I expected. Like, oh, I had a kid with my cousin or those kind of things. I have seen like articles that are clickbait, I think, like that, but I think they're clickbait.
That's probably like part two to most of these articles.
Yeah, you're probably right. And like a lot of time it's like because the old people just keep secrets to the grave. They're like, you know, not telling. They're not telling if they fuck somebody else.
Right.
I don't know. So do you have any fears about that? About finding out someone that you're not related to is that you thought you were, or
I joke about it, but I have fears that like I have a kid out there that I don't know about.
a lot of people joke about that, and I say don't
Like,
joke about that.
it's like, yeah, I say I got 2 kids I know of. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, as a man, you don't know unless you know.
I have a friend like I grew up with that she has a kid and like nobody knows who the dad is and like she never told anybody. Like we always thought it was like this one guy she dated, but who knows, it could have been like a one night stand. Like I know people that have one night stand kids and they don't feel the need to reach out because maybe they just like didn't care. They're just like, well, I have a baby now, I can love this instead of a man. You know what I mean? It's like a substitute.
Yeah, that's called a mistake.
Sure.
That's a mistake. You should definitely give the kid a chance to have both parents.
I'm a big two parent, like takes a village person, even though like I can't have kids. I'm very big on the abandonment wounds that shit causes by when people split up and then the co-parenting. And that's why everyone's fucked up and the dating world is so fucked up now, is because we're all children of abandonment and don't
That's
know what love
true.
is
Oh,
at all.
preach. But
And
yeah, I
uh,
say I come from a long line of co-parents. You know what I mean? So it's like my parents, my grandparents, like yeah, this is what we do. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. My grandma like and grandpa would have split up if she had like the ability to like have a job. She was just the stay-at-home wife lady. So she'd like would have never been able to survive. But now that women are able to just get jobs and like do whatever, it's a lot less people willing to stay together and make things work for the kid. And you don't want to stay with someone like abusive in front of a kid. So
yeah,
I
women,
get it.
women got
Thankful.
options. They can like become president. It's crazy.
Sure. It's just, I think it really does like kind of made a rift in the way people learn love. And there's a lot of people that have unprocessed issues. Um, so let's get lighthearted for the end of the episode. We got real serious there.
Woo!
If you ever do your DNA test, we do have to come back on and talk about it. If I ever do one too, if I'm Chinese or whatever. Um, so Do you I like foraging around for weird snacks sometimes. One of my favorite things to do is just take a spoon and get the peanut butter on there, crunchy peanut butter, and then the marshmallow fluff, and like just eat that like off a spoon.
The crunchy peanut butter, I was traumatized as a kid, so I never liked it. As a kid, one of the kids at school told me that crunchy peanut butter was peanut butter with glass in it,
Oh my God.
and I just never rocked with it after that. I just like it reminds me of like eating glass.
Okay, I would, you know what, as you form a lot of things when you're a kid and impressions that things make on you when you're a kid, it really like whether it's whatever it is can create a trauma like that. I totally, I haven't drank chocolate milk in a long time because of that, something that happened with chocolate milk when I was a kid. And I've heard a lot of people say like creamy is the only way to go with the peanut butter, but I hate the creamy. I don't know why. It makes the roof of my mouth stick together like I'm gonna suffocate.
I love that. Mm,
You haven't sucked enough dicks.
ah. None. I haven't sucked any.
Exactly. You don't need
Just,
that. You don't need that experience if you've had a couple hit the roof of your.
I just
I've
none.
been
So
choked plenty.
I get it. I'll let you do your crunchy peanut butter because I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
I
talking
I like to bite. I bite down on that glass. I don't. I've never tried
about.
it with creamy, but
So,
sometimes I'll sprinkle chocolate chips on there. It's like a little. Did you know the Amish eat fluffernutters at their wedding? That's
no, I
like a
didn't.
traditional Amish thing to serve at weddings is fluffernutter.
I'm not even 100% sure what that is.
It's like peanut butter and fluff sandwich,
Okay.
but it's called a fluffernutter. But they make that
Fluffernutter.
they serve that. That's like the special treat they have at Amish weddings.
Fluffernutter sounds like when you go into like when you go into the room to like give sperm. Like the
Oh
fluffernutter is.
shoot, yeah, the fluffernutter is gonna come in. Shit, did my internet kicked out real quick at that point.
I said the fluffernutter is like the person that's in the room that comes in the room before you give sperm to like help you out. It's
Yeah,
like the
the
fluffernutter.
fluffernutter, they
So
help
you get
you. It could be on a porn set too, logistically. It's just the regular fluffer, and then like the one that comes in right before you finish at the end. That's the one that like really gets it going for the
yeah.
end.
Hurry up,
That's
fluffernutter.
is that still a job? Or was that like a
I'm
classical
sure.
porno job?
I'm sure, right?
Well, because
Like
on
you
my
go in and
last episode,
get
all
them
right, because on my last episode, we learned that they all take performance enhancement drugs now, so they don't have a problem
there.
staying up usually. And a lot of times, what I'll see, not that I watch pornography ever, is the guy just like doing it himself real quick. I don't know, like trying to just get it solid again briefly. If it does, I don't know. There's a lot of cuts and edits in those.
Yeah, I think you do need penis enhancement drugs.
They do. They
Yeah,
they all they all take
yeah.
them. Yeah. And there
Especially when you get
was
to a certain age.
certain age, but actually there's unfortunately research that college age guys have the worst ED, and it's because of porn. It's because of too much porn, because the visual stimulation for men is how they operate. And when you're exposed to, listen, I date younger guys. Don't shake your head. I've met younger guys that have gone.
You can't tell me that 19-year-olds have across the board more ED problems than 59-year-olds. Like you just can't do that.
They have like as much. They shouldn't have any is the issue, Alan. They should not 19-year-olds should not have any ever.
What I'll give you is 19-year-olds today maybe have more erectile dysfunctional problems than 19-year-olds 20 years ago.
Yes, thank you. That's but and like this the control group, I don't know. I don't have time to find an article right now. We have a minute and a half left. But I did read and I've honestly it's a psychology thing. It's like no woman can compete with what a porno is, especially if you're the same woman every day, because mentally a lot of men have 12 different girlfriends on the internet that they watch. They rotate different stars that they like. And if you're a grown man and you started looking at it at grown man age 16 and above, I consider adults when you can drive a car. Okay, because I've been an adult for a long time. Some people are less mature mentally, but the kids are seeing the stuff at 6, 7, and 8 years old now and knowing what graphic things are, and
Yeah.
it's a culture of all the young people want to do the most extreme. Like it's all 19-year-old guys on my dating apps when I go on there trying to be like, you know, just say the craziest sexual shit. They just go immediately like and then they like the kink and like weird and it's like I'm pretty vanilla compared to them. Like I like sex, but I don't know. It's a lot to deal with.
You're not sticking a Timberland boot down my throat and then
Yeah, exactly right. It's not even like a normal thing. Like, can you use this toy? It's like the Timberland boot, and I don't have the stomach for it in my old age. I have a chronic illness. Alan, I tell the people where they can see you. We have less than a minute here,
everywhere online. You can find me at Alan Massenberg. It's my name. You can see it there. It's Alan Massenberg. Yeah, whatever. Follow
and
me.
I will put it in the link in the description.
Yeah,
Follow Alan's TikTok. He's blowing up. He's going to be on TMZ. I'm manifesting that for you
I
by
am.
saying it.
I am on Monday.
You are. No, you are.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
It's where the work is
Monday.
working. The work is working. Goodbye, Alan.
Yeah, see
See you
ya.
later.